Line. Shape. Form. Space. Value. Color. Texture. For your Unit 1, we will tackle about the elements of art. But before we proceed, let's talk about first the 15 vocabulary words for your Unit 1. For number 1, we have abundant. Number 2, characteristics. Number 3, combination. Number 4, fundamental. Number 5, geometrical. Number 6, illusionary. Number 7, opaque. Number 8, organic. Number 9, perceive. Number 10, spiny. Number 11, synthetic. Number 12, tactile. Number 13, theory. Number 14, translucent. Number 15, transparent. I want you to write those vocabulary words in your art notebook. Please look for the translation of each words so that it will help you to understand our lessons. And please practice how to read and spell each word. Okay? Our first element is line. So when we say line are the fundamental units of shape, form, depth, light, and shadow for an object. Line also create perspective and movement.
Line is the path of a moving point. It is a starting place for most art creations. It is the most basic and fundamental visual element. So what do we know about lines? There is an endless number of lines that you see and use in art.
The first line drawing for visual art is line, shape, form.
Line is your greatest support tool. Lines assist you in drawing using the grid method, constructing forms and objects by using temporary structure lines, working with linear perspective.
Number 2, line divides space. So when you draw a picture, you should divide the space equally. Number 3, line creates volume. So when we say volume in art, it's emphasizing the depth or the thickness of an object. Number 4, line creates perspective. In terms of perspective in art, it is a technique for creating the illusion of depth and space, or a 3 dimensions on a flat surface. Perspective is what makes a work of art appear to have form, dimension, distance, and space. In other words, it makes the work of art look realistic. Number 5, line creates movement. In art, to show movement is to draw or paint lines coming from the object that is moving.
Believe it or not, but lines have feelings. By changing the way you draw or shade, you can change the meaning and the message of your artwork. There are certain ways our brain processes and interprets what we see. Look for yourself. Parallel lines, especially if they're angled, give an impression of speed and movement. Slanted lines are also full of energy. They support movement and action in an artwork. They can also emphasize and lead viewer's eye to a specific spot in a picture.
Number 6, line creates light and shadow. By creating light and shadow, you can use the hatching technique and cross-hatching technique. Light and shadows, they see into shading, thus creating the illusion of a third dimension. Hatching and cross-hatching are simple and fun techniques for drawing shading. Those are the line drawings that you need to be familiarized of. So after watching this video, please get your art notebook and copy the vocabulary and of course the 6 examples that I gave you about lines. Nature contains abundant example of shape, form, color, and line. You should observe and identify how the shapes of objects can be represented using line. Lines can be seen all around us. For example, lines on lotus leaves and in a spider web. There are also lines on wooden boards. There is a lot of variety in line. Even the lines that appear on trees are different from one another. So that's it. I hope you understand. And now let's proceed to writings. In your notebook for drawing, it contains 5 lines. So please write it carefully and neatly. So before you proceed with the line drawing, don't forget to copy also the vocabulary. Okay? So enjoy and stay safe, everyone.